Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I thought we could go over my Notion. Now, I have done a Notion tour in a previous reset video, but that one looks a lot different than what I have now. So let's just get right into it. I use Notion for pretty much everything, as you will see. I do bounce between Notion for my personal journal and some other things, but usually I really just use Notion. I don't use Google Calendar that much. Like, I have my work schedule and stuff in there, but other than that, this is what I use primarily. And this template was actually someone else's. I'll try to leave it linked down below, but this homepage is 100% from them. Some of the stuff like isn't populating, like some of the colors and stuff, but I think it's like very cute, and I've tried to keep the theme within the other trackers. With the other trackers, I just found that I just didn't really use them the same way. This is very much like a student's Notion page. I am not a student, so I just didn't really find it to be that useful. But this is my home page. As you can see on the left, we have some links to some other pages that we'll go through. We have a weather little thing I thought was cute. And then I have some reminders through the rest of the year down here, things that I need to do. And I also have some little quotes that I like here and there. And then right here is this cute little currently section. So currently listening to, reading, playing, and watching. And then this little playlist that this person has so graciously made for us. So that is my homepage. We'll first start with my to-do list. This is, I would say, the thing that I use the most and consistently. And this changes constantly because I'm constantly finding new ways to sort of like help what I'm doing. It's a very simple to-do list. And, Monday through Sunday. And I have 3 sections. So I have non-negotiables, content, and to-dos. And that looks sort of different across whatever day it is. So as you will see, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I don't have content because those are my animal care days. So Wednesday is reptile care, Friday is ferret care, and Sunday is cat care. These are the things that I do every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and then it'll change sort of as the week goes on, and I notice, different things, but these are the same things that I do every week. And I also have my non-negotiable sections. So these are things that I want to do every single day. They're more like habits, but they are things that I will not slack on or that I will not negotiate. I will always try to make my bed, always do yoga in the morning, meditation, journaling in the morning, my skincare, and then I always want playtime with my cats and my nighttime skincare routine. This non-negotiable section is actually something that I recently put on my Notion because I was feeling very disorganized, and I decided that I needed a more clear schedule, something that really breaks down everything that I need to do into a concise schedule, so I don't constantly feel overwhelmed with all the tasks that I have to do. And then the days that I don't have reptile care or ferret care or cat care, I have my content days. So those are days that I'm doing something for Instagram or for YouTube or whatever content I might be doing in the future. And then I also have my coming up. So these are things that I need to do. So I have 2 videos that are coming up on my schedule that I need to plan into the next couple of weeks to start filming. And then right here we have my content calendar. So this is where all my videos and stuff go. So we are in the middle of June. So these are the videos that I have coming up. You're watching one of them right now. So this is where I like to keep all of my content, and I have it planned out all the way through like December, January timeframe, but I try not to force myself to stick to that schedule. So we then have my brain dump section. So this is a running list of all my unread books. I don't have any unread physical books except Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart. So these are all audiobooks or ebooks that I have. And then we have the books and manga I want to purchase. At the moment, I'm not purchasing any physical books, but I do want to grow my manga collection. So I have that list. And then we also have like a little section for some home decor that I'm interested in purchasing for the house. And then the last little section under the brain dump is random thoughts. So this section is for anything that I think of that doesn't really fit anywhere else, but I don't feel like deserves a spot in my journal. If that makes sense. So anything, I haven't really utilized that thus far. Like I just added it, I think last week, but I have that just in case I need a little note taking section. And then I also have my habit tracker on this. Now, my habit tracker is something that I constantly am changing and fidgeting with because I never quite like it. And I don't think it really works well for me, but I continue to use it. And the habits that I have up here have changed all the time. But 8 hours of sleep and water, I pretty much always hit those. I'm always drinking my water every day, and I'm always getting 8 hours of sleep. And then the last two are the ones that I want to prioritize that I struggle with a little bit, as you can see by the amount of unchecked boxes. I did change this last week, so that's the reason the majority of like these are unchecked. But the affirmations are like my journaling prompts, and my check-ins are me making sure that I'm checking in with the most important people in my life every day and making sure that they are good and they don't need to talk about anything. That is my to-do page. I do have a link to my goals and planning section, but it's more of a goals and planning to do, if that makes sense. Like I want to be able to readily access my to-do when I'm doing my goals and planning section. So let's go back to home. Next up, we have my mood tracker. This is another thing that has changed substantially over the months. So this is my mood and symptom tracker. I have tried to have this as a regular non-PMDD mood and a PMDD mood, but I just don't find that I consistently use it not on a PMDD day. But this is basically where I'm keeping track of all my symptoms for PMDD. There is like 20 or 30 symptoms for PMDD, but these are the ones that I consistently see every time, and I feel like I want to keep track of. So these are the ones that are on my mood trackers. And I do have a section in where I have a tracker where I keep the previous month's trackers. Oswald is banging against the camera, so. And then I have my period tracker, pretty self-explanatory. And then we have my goals and planning section. So this is kind of exactly what it sounds like. This is my goals and planning section for my YouTube channel. It has my content calendar again, some content ideas right here, and then my goals. So I have my goals broken down into life and content creation. So in life, I have some long-term goals, and I also have some short-term goals. So the one that looks like the little seedling has a little seedling icon. Those are ones that I think are more immediate future things that I can work on. The one with the little leaf in the wind, those are like long-term, I want to do these in my lifetime sort of thing. So make 2 new friends, visit at least half the countries in the world, live outside the US, start an animal sanctuary, start classes to become an animal educator, learn an instrument, and learn a language are things that are like long-term goals, like really long-term. And then save up $3,000 in 1 year, strengthen current relationships, 1 self-care activity, get back into therapy, and have 1 date night a month. These are like things that I'm currently working on and probably things that I will be working on for the rest of my life, especially like strengthening current relationships and like maintaining myself and my relationships. So those will probably always be works in progress. And then I also have my content creation section. So these are goals for YouTube and for Instagram. Instagram, I don't really have like too many goals. It's not something that I'm like actively working on. But the ones with the little camcorders are YouTube, and the one with the little cell phone is Instagram. So I have some that I feel like I finished, and then some that are in progress, and then, you know, longer to-dos that might take years or never happen. And then the last part of my Notion is my journal. So, when you open my journal, I have daily and monthly prompts, and I'll show you the template that I have. So this is my daily one. These are the questions that I ask myself try to ask myself and fill out every day. So we have, I'm grateful for 5 things, I am worthy of love for because, and a brain dump section. So the first 2 are pretty self-explanatory, but brain dump is, I'm kind of struggling between whether I want to do digital journaling like this or if I want to do paper journaling. I find that I enjoy the act of paper journaling, but it's been so long since I've written consistently that it hurts my hand after a while. And I think digital journaling is more sustainable for me. And then, so I'm kind of between that. And then we also have my monthly entry. And so these are some of the questions that I want to ask myself every month. What is my most reoccurring thought? My most reoccurring feeling? Am I satisfied with the month? What was the most challenging thing this month and how did I deal with it? What did I do that made me feel proud? 5 things I'm grateful for. What do I need to stop doing that I was doing this month? What are important lessons that I learned? And what would I like to keep doing? So those are some of like the guided prompts. I always use guided prompts just because I struggle a little bit coming up with my own prompts. Yeah, that is my Notion. I find it to be really functional. I definitely struggled a little bit in the beginning with Notion. It's not very intuitive, I find, but through watching sort of tutorials and just really messing around with it myself, I have been able to find a rhythm. There's still some things that I want to work on and like incorporate, but mostly I'm pretty happy with the way that my Notion works. There are a couple of tips that I would like to give you. You can straight up Google Notion like aesthetic templates, and you can pretty much find anything that you're looking for. And then I also would recommend, if you have an iPhone, I'm sure this works for Android as well, but if you have an iPhone, you can add a widget, a Notion widget to your home screen, and you can have it directed to a certain page from your Notion. So I always have it directed towards my to-do list. So all I have to do is click that and it pulls up my to-do list right away. And when you're doing any type of list and you want it to transfer across devices, so take for example Monday through Sunday, make sure that your days are stacked like this. Even though it's sort of annoying to go like Monday, Tuesday, like I can't see Monday, Tuesday, when you're pulling it up on your phone, if you do, it goes by columns. So like if you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to look like Monday, Friday on your device. And it's just a sort of a hassle. So I've put them in these columns like this, and I haven't had any issue with the mobile device since then. So if you're someone that uses like the to-do list on Notion mobile, I would recommend doing that. Or you think that you might use it mobile, I recommend doing that. So that is it. That is my little Notion tour, how I use my Notion, and some tips. If you want any more tips, let me know down below. I will try to find the template creator that I used, and then so you guys can use it if you're interested. The headers and stuff were mostly just pulled from Google that I found to be like, matching the theme or whatever. But yeah, I think Notion is super helpful, and I'm someone that needs a schedule and I need to plan things. So even if I'm flying by the seat of my pants, I need a little bit of a schedule, and I find that this really helps. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you have some cute Notion tips or templates or whatever, I would love to see them. And if you are interested and have some questions about Notion, definitely we'll talk down in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. If you are looking for more content, you can find my Instagram or my Goodreads, and you can also subscribe for more content. I try to post 2 videos a week, sometimes less, but I always post a vlog usually. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next one.